What is up, my Sunlight Samurais, my Andrew Knotts? In this article, we're going to talk about pregnenolone and testosterone. If you supplement the precursor to testosterone, namely pregnenolone, will it be able to help to increase your testosterone? It makes logical sense, right? The first step, cholesterol, pregnenolone, testosterone. So if you take the precursor, you're going to gain testosterone, right? Makes logical sense. I wrote an article about this. Let's dive in. Alright, so this is the article, pregnenolone on testosterone. Big shout out to my thumbnail creator, aka my wife. She's always doing an amazing job. Alright, so pregnenolone on testosterone. So quick recap on pregnenolone. This is how it's produced. You can see the enzyme STAR that transports cholesterol from the outer mitochondrial membrane to the inner mitochondrial membrane, where the cholesterol can then be converted into pregnenolone. That's the first steroid being produced from cholesterol. So can it increase it? So there's one human study, which I'm going to focus on, humans, because we're humans, and this is what happened when they supplemented pregnenolone. So they went up in dose. So the first 2 weeks, they used just a placebo pulse. Then for the next 2 weeks, they used 100 milligrams per day. And then for the next 2 weeks, it was 300, and for the next 2 weeks, 500, and then for the next 2 weeks, so they used 4 weeks total, another 500 milligrams. So very high doses of pregnenolone. And here's what happened to the testosterone. Nothing. Nothing happened. So pregnenolone, almost 4x. Pregnenolone sulfate, almost 3x. Progesterone, almost, I think 4x. Allopregnenolone, almost 5x. So they had a very big increase for pregnenolone, progesterone, allopregnenolone, going to the 5-alpha reduced metabolites, all good stuff, which has great neurological benefits. But then no DHEA, 60% increase in DHA sulfate, 0 increase in androstenedione, which is a direct precursor to testosterone, 0 increase in total testosterone or free testosterone or estradiol or cortisol. So it seems to favor the progesterone 5-alpha reductase going to allopregnenolone pathway, not at all going to estradiol or cortisol. And I know a lot of people's concerned, like when I take pregnenolone, will it increase my cortisol? Very unlikely. Here you can see 0 increase in cortisol from using 500 milligrams a day. So it also doesn't increase your testosterone. So here's a study looking at how to dose your pregnenolone. Right, the problem with pregnenolone is that it has poor oral bioavailability, has a short half-life, and is quickly metabolized into other hormones. So in single oral dose of 175 milligrams of pregnenolone, approximately double serum levels over the course of 4 to 8 hours. And then our pregnenolone levels decreases by an approximately 60% with age. So as pregnenolone goes down, our testosterone also goes down. So it would really make sense to use pregnenolone to increase testosterone if the precursor is dropping. So according to the study that I discussed above, their reasoning for the dose was depending on your age, 250 to 500 milligrams daily for 4 weeks would likely produce pregnenolone levels that are close to those observed in young adults, or up to 2-fold higher than typical young adult levels. So 250 to 500 might take you to the same or maybe even double that of a young adult. So if you're a young adult, maybe you can get away with 30, 52, maybe 100 milligrams if your pregnenolone is low, just to normalize it, right? So although pregnenolone might not help to increase your testosterone, it has other benefits as well. So it can help to boost energy, motivation, focus, mood, and even a very low dose like 5 milligrams can be helpful to achieve these effects. So maybe you can use like a tincture, use it sublingually, fast absorption going to the brain, make you feel good. Now, caveat here is that some people might actually experience an increase in testosterone. So I was told by a guy here, meat-based, on Twitter that he used pregnenolone and this increased his testosterone. So it absolutely does. It helped me increase my testosterone by 49% after blood work, revealed that my DHA was high, but my pregnenolone was low. And then so he used 15 milligrams daily, and it increased his testosterone from 350 to basically 525, which is, I think, quite impressive. So the whole point of the story is that if you're going to use pregnenolone, don't expect it to increase your testosterone, but there are outliers that it can actually do increase their testosterone, but it will not likely take you to 600, 700, 800, 1000, right? It might maybe help to take you to 500, maybe 600, which isn't a bad spot. It's a good spot, but I would not rely for normalizing my testosterone just by using pregnenolone. So although I'm not trying to shit on pregnenolone here, I also don't think it's the best when it comes to increasing testosterone levels. It could be maybe part of the stack, but should not be used solo to increase your testosterone. And if you're always like, the way I look at it is, like, if you are looking for a supplement to increase your testosterone, you're already looking at the wrong place. You should be focusing on your diet and lifestyle first. If that is covered, and you know it's covered, you've absolutely maximized every part of your diet and your lifestyle, and you fixed underlying issues like gut issues, because a lot of people, I always talk to people, my diet's good. All right, do you have gut issues? Yes. Okay, so let's fix your gut issues, and that's probably going to help a lot to actually help to digest the nutrients, absorb the nutrients that then going to be used to increase your testosterone, and that will give you the result that you need. So pregnenolone can be used, but it's not really going to help with the underlying issues to fix everything. So hope this video was helpful. I will check you in the next one. Cheers, guys.